neighbors, top of the morning to yous all. My name is Jerri-ellen. Welcome to my kitchen. I appreciate you being here. Today I am making Guinness corned beef and cabbage, and I'm making it in my crock pot and homemade Irish soda bread. So if this sounds like something that you would like to know how to make, stick around and I'm going to show you how I do it. And with that Irish soda bread, in a day or two, with the leftover Irish soda bread, I am going to make another Irish treat that I think that you may like. So make sure you click the notification bell, like subscribe, notification bell to all, so you get notified when I upload a video. Anyway, let's just get started. It's just my hubby and I, so I will have leftovers, but I just bought the smallest one of these that I could find in the store. And it's already seasoned up. It's corned beef, brisket, and it cost me $13.50. Okay, now traditionally this is not what I use, but for St. Patrick's Day I do. But there's a traditional dish that my family has more than once a month growing up. Like more than at St. Patrick's Day. We had it like a few times a month. Anyway, I am going to share that. So again, don't forget to subscribe. I am going to put this in my crock pot, okay? I'm going to take you on over. Come a little bit closer. I don't bite. I promise. I'm going to put that in my crock pot. I'm so happy to be here, and I hope that you're happy to be here too. Because without you, I would not have a channel. Yeah, the meat that I use, I don't just put it right in the pot or right in the slow cooker. I have to soak it overnight. I always have a little bit of water with bleach in it so I can wipe things as I go along. Okie dokie. Put that in there. Now, today is Wednesday. You'll see this on a Thursday. But because I wanted to get this to you before St. Patrick's Day, because it's so good. And the temperature here in southern Ontario, oh my gosh, it's like summer. It's got to be at least 63 or something out there Fahrenheit. A little bit more than 15, 16 Celsius. So it's really nice. Okay, so my brisket is in. A 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar. Okay. A can of Guinness, 500 milliliters or 15 ounces. I'm gonna pour that over all the stuff. 6 potatoes, about this size. They're not small, but they're not quite medium neither. So that's what I had. But if you're picture per person, a baking potato, like a russet potato size. Per person, cut up into large pieces, okay? I gotta do this here one. I'll put that in. Put the potatoes in. Now I'm gonna put that other potato in. Just large chunks. I love turnip. I know a lot of areas call it rutabaga, but area I grew up in called it turnip. So I made slices in the peeled and washed turnip, about 2.5 centimeters or about 1 inch thick of slices, and then I cut them into strips and then into cubes. And the cubes are maybe a bit bigger than the size of a dice. I'm putting 2 cups of that in there at least, because we love it. We love it. Carrots. Picture a large carrot per person, but because we're going to have leftovers. Oh. We're going to have leftovers tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday here. Friday, we're having fish, and I want to show you a tartar sauce that I make. So I got to get that videoed. So these carrots, I'm just cutting them about 1 inch and 1 inch wide as well, but on an angle because I think they look nice that way. 1 second. I'm going to let the doggy out. Does she want to go out? The birds are singing out there today. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. You want to know what I wish I could do? I wish that I could play some of the music that we love and that we grew up with. I really do, because it's Celtic music, and it is so nice. But YouTube will not allow me to. I wish that I could. I'm gonna try to contact somebody to see if I can play something, because I really would like to. Yeah, so picture a large carrot per person. Yeah, and goodness, what good times. And I love the music so much that I wish I could share it. Wish I could have it playing for you right now. My carrots were washed and peeled, or peeled and washed. And I can't wait to show you the traditional dish that my family has, that we grew up with. And it's very similar, very much the same, but a little different. I might put my brisket on top to let the juices of that brisket, or at least kind of go somewhat on top, to get the juices flowing over all this stuff. My can of Guinness. It's going to be a lot of water released from the cabbage that I'm going to put in. And I actually decided to add a cup of beef broth, but I didn't get that on camera. So add a cup of beef broth too. And for this particular recipe that I'm doing here today, I like to add 2 tablespoons of sugar into this. Cabbage. I have a small head of cabbage, a Savoy cabbage. I'm leaving them in great big chunks because that way they'll take longer to cook. Because this is going to be on for a while. And really, half of my cabbage would have been fine enough. But I love cabbage. You don't even know how much I love cabbage. Cabbage, potatoes, oh my gosh. 2 bay leaves. They're going to get down and dirty in there. I prefer the regular cabbage over the Savoy in this particular dish. Now, you can put in more or less of this. It is 6 cloves of garlic, all chopped up. And I'm going to add that. I'm not adding salt and pepper or anything, because I'm going to taste it at the end for some salt and pepper, because of that brisket that you buy. It's got a lot of seasoning on it. I'm going to cover this. Turn this on. I'm going to clean up my mess and spend a little bit of time with the doggy, and then I'm going to get the Irish soda bread started. Now, this video, I'm giving a shout out to my family here, Ronnie and Terry, and I know Ronnie doesn't like buttermilk, so I'm going to use sour cream in my Irish soda bread. So this is special for Ronnie and Terry. I love you very much. I love you all very much. The kitty cat is waking, and Harriet is waking. She's got to take her pills pretty soon, though. Starting to shake a little. I'd like for her to be able to go for walkies today, but she still enjoys sitting by the, I gotta do my floors. Still enjoys sitting by the stove. She's my sidekick. Oh, doing dishes, cleaning up, I'll be back. Neighbors, this is Juno, if you don't know Juno. And she loves being up on my shoulder. She does. But this is our last night with Juno and Mooney and Damos. Casey, they're coming to pick up the cats and stuff, some more stuff tomorrow. So this is our last day to play with the kittens, with all the kitty cats. We got to play some fishing rod games, and got to do all kinds of cuddles with them. We got to spend some time with them. The other 2 are sleeping. They like to sleep. This one likes to be up a lot. So yeah. We got to spend some of our day doing that, playing with the kitty cats. I'm going to miss them. Yes, I am. You want to get down now? I can't pick up the kitty cat without picking up Harrietta, because then I don't want Harrietta to get sad. No, I don't want her to get jealous, although she never does. She never does. Now, this is Harrietta. She is my wild fox terrier, my sidekick in life. Aren't you, baby? Yes, you are. Mwah. This way, Harrietta. Come on in the grass, honey. She's so happy, guys. gets all excited, wanting to run in that, but then after about a minute or two, she slows right down. But that's okay. I won't push her. I'll just let her go a few minutes. Harrietta thought that she was brave. I'm letting her kind of direct me. So I was going to take her over on the trail over there, but she didn't want to. She likes to go up this path, up to that road sometimes. But if the doggies bark, she turns around. She don't like that. Hey girl. She gets nervous of them. Okay, neighbors, I'm going to wash my hands here and we're going to make our Irish soda bread. Love, love, love it. My oven is preheated. I have to bake my soda bread at 375 degrees Fahrenheit because if I go near 400 or higher, my smoke alarm is so sensitive, the heat sets it off. So, and I can't reach it to turn it off while I'm doing this. So, if you can, preheat your oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit to make your soda bread. I'm going to measure out 4 cups of flour. So I'm just going to do it by spooning in flour that has been loosened up into my cup. Since I'm not weighing it, I'm just doing it this way. That way I don't end up with too much flour. And scrape it off. That's 1 cup. So my appointment went well, happy to say. I had a small procedure done. It can help me a bit. This is for my eating. I get muscle spasms different all over. Like I get muscle spasms. I don't know when they're going to happen, and they just happen. Anyway, I get them in my throat and my chest and whatnot. That stuff they can't really help me with, because sometimes I'll get muscle spasms and I'll still choke. But for the most part, I don't get them all the time. So for the most part, my esophagus was very narrow. So they stretched it so that I can eat, which is good. And I woke up at like close to the end of the procedure, and it hurt like heck. Like they were like, "Oh, you can't get up now. You can't, lay back and whatever." And anyway, it hurt. It hurt a lot. But anyway, it's done. That's over with now, and I can eat. I'll probably have to get it done from time to time. But that's okay. Okay, there's my 4 cups. I just thought I'd let you know since I mentioned about doing something. Okay, there's my 4 cups. And I have a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of baking soda. So I'm going to whisk that in so that it's evenly throughout. And I got to get a wooden spoon because I'm going to mix it with a wooden spoon. You don't want to overmix this. You don't want your bread to be tough. 1 3/4 cup of sour cream. So now I'm going to mix this. Oh no, I have to get a pair of gloves because this nail polish that I have on doesn't stay on very well. So I don't want to put my hands in there. Excuse me 1 second. Oh, you want to know what? I want to tell you something. Before you put in your sour cream, if you want to put in a 1/2 cup of raisins or a 1/2 cup of currants, that's when to do it. Mix it through the flour. I'm not putting in the currants or the raisins. I do like putting currants in or whatever, but there's something I'm going to do with this that with the leftovers that I want to show you, so I'm not putting it in. So I have a parchment lined baking dish. So I'm going to put some flour on my parchment paper, and I'm going to flip the dough onto the floured surface, and I'm going to make a disc, and then I'm going to flip it so that the floured surface part is up, which I didn't do to this particular bread, but I'm making another one, and I did too. Okay, now with sharp knife, you're going to make a cross, kind of deep, not all the way down to the bottom, but you're going to go in deep. So this helps it cook in the center. Also, it's blessing the bread. Then, although mine is kind of crackly looking, definitely going to be rustic. You're going to poke some holes above each of the slit to let the fairies out. You don't want bad luck, people. Here we have it. Okay, I'm going to pop this into my preheated oven. If you had it at 425 degrees Fahrenheit, about 35 minutes. Mine is lower, so I'm just going to watch it. I'll let you know how long it took to cook mine at 375. So I actually am making a second one because I wanted to show you when you bake it with the floured surface pointing up. A little bit of sour cream left in the container, so I put that in. So there's my disc, somewhat of a disc. And now I am going to flip it, and that way the flour surface will be pointing up. I made the disc a little bit more again. And now what you do at this point is you're just going to make your cross in the dough. You're going to cut it in kind of deep, a little more than halfway through, or at least halfway through. So you make your cross, and then you're going to let the fairies out, and then you're going to pop this in your oven. Dusted it with a wee little bit more of my flour. Neighbors, a tip. Woo, I'm doing the carpets upstairs, so I'm pooped. Your internal temperature of your Irish soda bread. If you're unsure if it's ready, get a digital thermometer and put it in the center. If it's around 205 degrees Fahrenheit or so, it's good to take out. And when you take it out, you have to wait several hours, a few hours anyway, 2 or 3, before you cut it. Otherwise, your Irish soda bread is going to dry out quickly. You're going to say, I don't like Irish soda bread, it's too dry. That's because you cut it too soon, people. Okay? You got to wait, have patience. Wasn't thinking of how maybe you guys may like your brisket, and I cut my brisket up here into chunks instead of leaving it whole and taking it out and then cutting it into slices, which I'm thinking now maybe that's the way I should have done it for visual purposes. I usually have a water, but I'm just going to do a tasty poo with you because it's been a while. Now, you could leave it as a big roast and then do your slices. I wasn't really thinking. I was just thinking how we wanted chunks maybe, and maybe you guys just want slices. So, bite of meat. This tastes a bit different than the one that I make with the different meat and stuff, but it's a lot the same as well. The Guinness gives it a nice, rich, deep, rich flavor. Yeah, that juice tastes good. But I'm glad I put in the beef broth. Let's cut a piece because I'm going to show you. See that? And then, that piece is mine. You can dip it in the juices and eat it. And it's delicious. And I gotta put butter on it. A little bit of butter. Lovely, lovely. That is lovely. I love it. I love this. I like it a lot. Anyway, what do you think? I can't wait to show you the other one that I make. Little tiny bites. Still a little tiny bites though. Anyway, there you have it in a nutshell. Hope that you come by. Hope you like the video. Share it out. Peace, love, and God bless. Take care, everyone. Bye.